Yo, what up, man? Still. Hey, yo, being a parent is very difficult. It's hard, fam. It's hard in general. Being a parent of a kid who's physically and mentally disabled, that's to me, that's number one. Number two is raising a kid in a separate household where two parents are not on the same page, don't agree on a lot of stuff, and obviously a relationship of that co-parent relationship happened from either an on and off again relationship, one night stand, or some sescapade that wound up, boom, mom, you know what I'm saying, shorty got pregnant, and bam, you got a kid. All right, stand-up dude who's always gonna step in the gap and take care of his kid, his responsibility. But it's gonna be times that relationship, that co-parenting interaction, where the fact is that dad is your fault. It's your fault. You the one delusional. You the one that's stupid. You're a jackass. You're a dummy. You're the one it's your fault. You the one telling the kids lies to lie to the other parent, manipulating situations. When in actuality you really aren't. You're just establishing some rules and guidelines to follow in your home. And if that's not happening on the other side, that's gonna cause drama. A lot of times, man, as well, dad, and I know some sisters listening too. Some of y'all got some situation sisters that, yo, you got some pops in your life who either they ain't there, checked out, or the fact is that this dude is very volatile, so you shouldn't be around him right now. You know what I mean? Got to go through the court, got to set up a visitation type thing, whatever it may be. But this is for the dads who are hands-on, who doing agendas daily, who's doing, you know, amazing duties, dad, D-A-D, you feel me? That's what I call it. And it's like you could never do but enough. Because if you drop the ball or you reestablish some guidelines, it's your fault. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, dad? It's your fault. What's wrong with you, dad? Huh? It's you. You delusional. You're fake. You're dumb. You're a jackass. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, word. But last Father's Day, you're like, oh, happy Father's Day. You're so amazing. I just love what you do with our daughter or my son. Oh, my goodness, you're awesome. Yo, miss me with that crap, man. Forget all that hot and cold stuff. I'm not figuring that. And making this video because it's frustrating. It's so frustrating at times with that. Always want to be a cat that's authentic. Never want to be a follower of Jesus, man. That's everything is happy-go-lucky and everything is cool and everything is perfect. Yeah, that's a lie. Because you're going to go through seasons when it's difficult and it's hard and you want to punch something. Punching bag, or you're bad or something, or you want to lift weights or do something to get some aggression out because you're dealing with somebody who's difficult. And not every person, every situation is different. You got some people who were cool and they starting to get difficult because you're starting to reestablish some parameters. You starting to wake up of how certain people was manipulating, you know, your kindness and your overdoing, and it was taking advantage of it. And now you peeping it, you peeping game, and you like, yo, hey, what's popping? Something ain't right. So we need to review all this stuff, you feel me? And yeah, son, it's bad when, especially when the kids are getting older, they in, you know, elementary school age, 4th grade, 5th grade, or junior high. Yo, kids ain't stupid, they smart, man. They can manipulate the situation. They tell you one thing, and then they go to one parent, tell them something different, and you got parents beefing, while all the time the kid is just looking out for themselves, man. It's a lot of kids who do that, man. I experienced that already, and I'm going through it right now again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a double whammy right now. And it's just the nature of the beast, man, of raising up a kid in separate households where you just have to deal with two structures that are different, and the kid is like, well, I don't want to. I mean, we all naturally want to do what we want to do. We want to do what I wilt. We want to be like Aleister Crowley and Satanism, and follow our heart like Disney and do what we want to do. We're naturally built that way. So if a kid has one parent that has structure and rules, you gotta go to sleep at a certain time. You gotta clean up behind yourself. You gotta take showers and clean your behind because you stink, or you need a proper hygiene. But one parent's like, I can take a shower in 2 days. Don't worry about cleaning your room, or they clean it once every month, or it's really loosey-goosey on their end. Obviously, it's gonna bring drama. It's gonna bring division. So the kid is going to say some things to the parent. I don't like this. I don't like that. But, you know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And moms may try to play it off like, oh, whatever. But after a while, they're going to get pissed off. The one thing I can't stand, too, is when there hasn't been a relationship between the dad and the mom for years. And dad moved on. And then all of a sudden, it's like that anger that's built up because they had a picture in their head of some type of marriage or something that they thought a family would commence because of having a kid. Now, all of a sudden, that doesn't happen. And then, boom, you're being called delusional and stupid and dumb and every name under the sun, bro. For what? For your anger and frustration that you got to get with Jesus with to get the healing, to get the freedom. Freedom only going to come through Christ. For my sisters who listening, and that's not your situation, I'm not talking about you, all right? There's some amazing sisters, man, who are awesome, awesome person, have a lot of wisdom, great discernment, you know, and it's opposite. You're the one doing a lot of stuff with structure, and the dad ain't. The dude, it really is a butthole, you know what I'm saying? That dude is a jackass, man, and he's messing up. He really ain't doing what he's supposed to do at all. Yeah, it's like they're on the flip side. But you got some good parents out here, some good fathers out here, man. It's opposite, man. It's like we going through what you going through, sis. And it's hard at times, man. It's very hard. It's frustrating. And you want to hit something, you want to throw something, and it's like, all right, well, let me come to the gym. Let me come to the gym and work out. You know, that's one option. Let me go to the gun range and shoot something, you know what I mean? Let me do something constructive with that built up frustration to let it out properly and not react or do the imagination that the enemy is getting you to actually cause harm. Because that comes with a case, that comes with extra money coming out, and potentially prison time. You know what I'm saying? And no, that'd be dumb to do. It wouldn't be wise at all, and everyone loses. Everyone. You know what I mean? So I know there's some cats out there that's frustrated, man. I'm talking to my dads. I know some moms out there that's like, yo, I agree with you, man. I see what you're talking about. But, yo, there's some dads out there I know, man, it's frustrating. And I'm never want to be a follower, man, who is just coming off like everything is cool, everything is great, smiling Joel, like I'm some prosperity gospel TV cat, that everything is fantastic when it ain't. When you really got some stuff going on and you need to vent, you need to let cats know, yo, man, I'm struggling right now, homie. I could use some prayer. You feel me? And like real talk, you know, there's sometimes you wish your co-parent was the same sex as you so you can actually go over there and whip their ass. But you know, when they opposite, you gotta honor. You gotta honor the Lord and to put that somewhere else. And that's just facts, man. I'm not here to try to play the churchy stuff and people try to act like they oversave. Like, yo, brother, you should be saying that. Yo, look, homie, I'm gonna keep it authentic. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And cats who really know me know that I'm a man of my word, and I'm also gonna admit when I'm wrong, and ask for forgiveness or whatever it takes to make sure I'm right with Him, right with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, miss me with all that extra stuff, man. That I gotta be, you know, me basically the best Christian all the time, cause that ain't true. Majority of the time, for sure. But yo, there's gonna be some times that we struggle. We human. We go through stuff, man. There's always some type of stimuli that's coming at us a lot, and sometimes it's built up. And yeah, it's the enemy using his agents to try to get to us, and sometimes it does get to us. It does. You know what I'm saying? It is frustrating. For real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you want to pull a Homer Simpson in a bar and choke cats out. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't a cartoon. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like that, man. But, yo, be encouraged, man. Just make sure when you got some cats around you that can pray for you, man, that can keep your eyes focused, man, and speak a good word, you know, in your life, man, just to keep keep the main thing, and keep the proper perspective, even when you're reestablishing guidelines and things are actually getting more difficult as doing so. And knowing that, yo, you got a kid that manipulates, man, really use some wisdom on how to navigate that. Because if you know a kid will manipulate, it will go back and lie, it will create drama through lies, and it has to be called out immediately. It can't linger at all. And I learned that the hard way with my oldest, but the Lord revealed a lot of things when she was 13. She's 18 now. About with that, and I was like, whoa, okay, Lord, you know, and I'm still praying for that situation. I mean, to change her life, but you know, seeing that same activity coming up, man, and in my youngest, man, and praying for her with that too. But at the same time, I cannot be, you know, blind to Satan's devices, man. You know, and got to stand firm and stand firm on your rules and regulations in your home, how the way you're going to establish what you have in your crib. Make sure, you know, I mean, no one doesn't break that. If you know the Lord is first and he's giving you some instructions and other people don't get it, they don't get it. Oh, well, I mean, you follow what you call to follow, and that's it, man. You call who, because you know who's you following. You following the Lord and following hardcore, and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, you are frustrated. I know I'm rambling a little bit right now, and I know it's a different side. You know, not a different side of me. I'm like this sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Because you deal with stuff, and I'm like, you know, let me go online and start a conversation, man. Some people want to talk down in the comment section below. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. Be patient with my response. I'm not online like that. I don't like to be the Instagram dude or the YouTube dude every day, all day. Yeah, I got a life. I got to work, son, full time. I got a wife, man, to honor. I got other kids I got to, you know, to pour into and see how they doing. You know what I mean? I got other things that needs my attention. You know what I'm saying? So be patient with it, brother. But yeah, fam, I know it's frustrated with some men out there, bro. That, yo, man, for real, son. You want to wild out. Your flesh is telling you like the locks, wild out, wild out. But nah. You know what's right, you know what's best, and you shouldn't at all. But yeah, man, I'm done. But anyway, in the future, I'm going to share another video about the world vernacular of dealing with kids on. The world says your kid should be first, and you should be able to do anything and everything for your kid. Is that biblical? Are you really supposed to do anything and everything for your kid? And I'm not talking about when they're babies or they're toddlers. Obviously, yes. We're talking about when they're getting older. That's what the world says. Is that true? Think about that. Give me your thoughts, and then I'm going to do a video about that, man. There's different angles I want to hit from that, man. We could talk about, have a good conversation about that. You know what I mean? And hopefully you guys see my heart with this video. Yeah, I'm really upset with some stuff. Disappointed more than anything. Frustrated. Some things is kind of like I'm going through it again. But it's just the sucky results of why you shouldn't have a kid outside of wedlock, outside of God's parameters. It comes with some stuff, man, for sure. But God is gracious, and he will give us the guidance and wisdom how to navigate it. But still, we got to still deal with those bumps in the road. Some roads got mad bumps, man. They got craters, potholes as big as freaking manhole covers without the cover on it. You know what I'm saying? So it might feel like you blown out an axle or something on your whip. You're like, yo, Lord, what the heck? But yo, man, be encouraged, homie. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully this could be encouraging. You can see that, yo, yeah, man, I'll never be that cat, man, that's gonna come off like I'm perfect, son. I'm aiming for perfection. I would like to be. I always want to make sure I'm on my game as a follower. But yo, some days, some weeks, man, sometimes you're gonna be off your game a little bit, man, because you're really dealing with some stuff. And co-parenting ain't no game, man. It isn't. It's rough. And a lot of y'all out there know how hard it is. Excuse me, how hard it is. You know what I mean? And it's rough. And there's some cats right now. Listen to this. You've gone through this already. Your kids are like 38, 29, 45. You know what I mean? Y'all like, but some of y'all can relate. Y'all like, yeah, I went through that when I was younger. I went through that when my kids was like, you know, from like 0 to like 24. Y'all can relate to that because y'all had experience through it. And relationship is probably better now, but yeah, it's rough. You know, so any encouragement, anything you want to share in the thread down below, you know, is encouraged, man. Just to help other folks out who may watch this video, agree, even if you disagree, or put disagreements, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yo, keep it clean, keep it classy, man. And yo, we'll talk later. All right, fam. No doubt.